Okay, let's talk about grass in Blender. So this is a little bit of out the box thinking video. Well, not really, but yeah, just bear with me and let's talk about it. Hopefully you'll learn a thing or two, or this video will be helpful to you. So if you want to create grass and you are super rich, you're a millionaire, you got a lot of money, you got bucks to spare, and you got $130 or somewhere in the middle, depending on how much of the grass add-on you want, you will, yeah, let's talk about that. So if you want high quality grass, you do Blender professionally, you're making lots of money from Blender, or like I said, you're a millionaire. What you can do is you can just pay $130 and go Shift A, and you can go mesh, and you can add a plane, you can scale it up, and you can click here, and we can make magic happen with grass. Now, before you click off the video, bear with me. I will show you how to do this for free. Not as good, but it will work for some renders. And if you want decently looking grass, you can use this method. So I click here and I go here to my plane. Boom, 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 boom. And voila, I have grass in Blender. You can see how nice it looks. Click there. And it is highly detailed. You can customize it. Yeah, it's to be honest, I know $130 is a hell of a lot of money, but for someone who is doing a lot of Blender work, a lot of nature scenes, this is like literally a no-brainer. I would invest in this. This is probably one of the first add-ons that I paid for in Blender when I started making money, and I do not regret spending that money. To be honest, it's a lot of money, but it's best quality grass. This video is not sponsored by Vidiq, but yeah, I will leave a link in the description if you want to download it. I don't make any money on the purchases, unfortunately, but yeah, it will just make life easier for you if you want to get it. So you can see here, I will close this window. This is where you'll get it. You can see you can get 42% at $50, or you can get the full one, or you can get Studio. So yeah, you can find what you want, and you can also get, you can see there you got trees, all that kind of stuff. I use the trees, but for me this is the best way to create grass in Blender. It's the fastest way. It's the, yeah, makes a lot of sense if you've got the money, like I said, or maybe just a $50 version, and you can then take it from there. So you can see what you can do with it. It's got high quality, high detailed plants, all those kind of things, grass, so snow, trees. It's honestly, it's this is not sponsored by them, like I said, but I do recommend this if you've got the money. Now, if you don't have the money, we can do a quick fix. We can create grass. It will not be as nice, nowhere near as nice as the botanic grass, but what you could do, so what you want to do is, I'm just going to go Shift A, Mesh, and I'm going to go Icosphere. So we're going to use this to put the grass on. I'm going to change this to 5, right click, I'm going to shade smooth. Then what I want to do is go to shading, and I'm just going to do this, hit new, and then what you want to do is go Shift A, and you want to look for an image texture, plug the color into your base color, and then what you want to do is, I have already downloaded a grass image texture, so like that, boom. And what you can do is you can just go to Google, and you can go to, let me show you. So you can just Google grass texture, look for an image and just download it, and then bring it into Blender like I showed you. Then what you want to do is you want to go to particles, boom, and hit new. Then you want to go to hair, and you can see it's got something like this. It's a little bit hectic. What you want to do is change this to about 0.05, change this to 50,000. And it gives you something like that. Let's bring this to about 0.1, which just gives you a little bit more grass to play with. And then what you want to do is you want to go to advanced and change your Brownian to 1. What that does is it just, you can see it makes it kind of go everywhere. Then what you would need to do is probably just bring the length down to maybe 0.025. Then you've got something looking like this now, which is like hair kind of grass. It's not the most accurate, but it will work on a plane. And if that's a little bit, I'm just did a bit of overkill with the 1, you can just change this to 0.2, which will, you can see, make it a lot less, but it still gives you that nice grass effect. I just made it 1 just to show you what it does and just what you can do with it. But this looks a bit better, or you can even go to 0.1, and that looks pretty good. And you can see I'm pretty happy with that. Like I said, it's not, if you zoom in, it doesn't really look like grass. It only looks a little bit like grass, but from afar you can see that looks good, and it will work for your renders most of the time if you don't need something as highly detailed as and you don't have $130 or like $50 for Botanic. But you can see this takes a while to create, and the results are not as good as Botanic, whereas with Botanic it's like literally 1 click. So if you've got the money, like I said, video's not sponsored, but download it, get it. I do recommend it. I use it pretty much whenever I create grass. I use it. So yeah, it's made me enough money to justify buying it, even though it was a lot of money back in the day when I bought it. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and make sure if you got a chance to check out my Patreon, would appreciate that. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.